Let's get to work.
She turns on the camera when we're all fixing our boobies. You did turn it on. I knew she was gonna do it. Every single time. Hi, welcome to Backstage Berry with my fabulous friend, Miss Sutton Lee Seymour. We just hear.
I'm a beautiful woman.
She is a beautiful woman, a bio woman. And we are here at the West Bank Cafe at the Laurie Beechman Theatre for what your show is called.
This show is called Camp Kween, which I am a camp queen, and the show is structured as if you're at a drag camp for all the baby boom draggers out there.
Yes, it was called a trip to camp.
Do you want to learn how to be a basic bitch just like me? Can I say bitch on here?
You can, absolutely.
Do you want to learn how to be a basic bitch like Strawberry Fields? Come to my show. That's not true. You look amazing.
Thank you. You do too.
Ah.
You look stunning.
Ah.
And actually, on the stage, you literally once they put that disco globe up on you, you are all over.
Well, yeah.
I know that.
You know what?
Sparkling. Get out of my way, drink.
And I didn't get to talk about. I love them just grabbing it from you. I talk about it in the show, but I love this outfit because you could just go. Oh, it's a reveal.
Where did you get this? Is this a Tara Button costume, or is this actually?
This is a costume from a boutique store that no one has ever heard of called Amazon Prime.
I really want to know what searches these gals are doing for these Amazon Prime things, because like Jackie just did her show and she essentially apparently she Amazon Primed her costumes, and I was like, no she didn't, they were so good, they're too good. And at the end of the show we did the interview and it was just Amazon Prime.
No, nowadays your best drag mother is YouTube and Amazon Prime. It's really great, and listen, drag ain't cheap. You know this, I know this,
Absolutely.
You know this. Drag ain't cheap. So if you can find a fabulous outfit and save a peso, go for it.
Exactly. Now I remember. I'm just gonna let you hold it.
Sure.
Now I remember your first big thing in drag was So You Think You Could Drag here in New York City. It's not your first time performing though in drag, was it?
So when I did So You Think You Can Drag back in 2013, that was a result of doing Paige Turner's Pride Virgin show. So I'm a Pride queen, and it was supposed to be a one-time thing where I did drag for a Virgin show, and then the Virgin show went really, really well, and then Paige invited me to So You Think You Can Drag. I did it just for fun, to make some new friends, and I ended up with a full-time career, which I'm very, very grateful for.
Me too. We're all grateful for it too.
You're an alum too? You did the year after me?
A couple years, just a couple. But I am, for me though, you're like my Bianca Del Rio.
I'm actually the Sharon Needles of So You Think You Can Drag. I won season 4.
Oh, yes.
And that would make Alexis Michelle, that is the Jinx Monsoon of So You Think You Can Drag, and that makes Juicy Lou the Bianca Del Rio of So You Think You Can Drag.
Technically, you're going by the numbers, and that was Juicy.
You always go by the numbers. Always by the numbers.
All numbers. But that was my season with Juicy, and that was a fun time. I love Juicy. She's a good girl.
She's a good girl. She's a good girl.
But you really, really exploded out of the woodwork during that So You Think You Can Drag. You pulled out all the stops. Now you're here. You have your own show in Puerto Vallarta every year.
Yes.
And now, are you going to be bringing this show there?
This is so funny. So this show is kind of like the out-of-town tryout to see how. It's funny that you go to New York to do an out-of-town tryout, but the hope is to take this show with some tweaking to places like Puerto Vallarta and Agunquit. I was just in Agunquit, places down in D.C. So I've been really enjoying doing the Gypsy Queen. Life. Yeah, it's fun. It's a challenge. It's a hard lifestyle, and I'm really inspired by people like Miss Richfield, who does P-Town, and she does Puerto Vallarta. She travels on the cruise ships.
Yes.
And so I'm inspired by queens like her and Varla Jean Merman, who have done the Gypsy Queen.
Varla,
right?
Come on. I mean, Varla was one of my inspirations when I started doing drag, because we kind of have a similar thing. Yeah. Someone came up to me and they're like, "You're very much like Varla." And I was like, "Oh my god, big compliment," because I love her and she's amazing. But honestly, I'll take the mic for just a second.
Yeah.
because people, Miss Sutton is probably one of my favorites in the world. You are so entertaining.
Nice.
You get on the stage, and from the second you are on the stage, every person in the crowd is in it, and they are. We all just love you. You are so amazing, and I think it is an amazing thing because you are a professionally trained, like, theater freaking professional. I'm sorry. You don't get the voice, the stamina, and the talent like that you have without a lot of hard work, and we are so grateful for it.
I'm grateful for it. I am great. I am grateful for you. And honestly, you know what it is? People go into a lot of drag shows. And I experienced this when I was, a younger queen. I still consider myself a younger queen. I'm only 5 years in,
Yeah.
People like Sherry Vine has been doing it for 150 years.
Oh my God! Thoughts and feelings expressed on the Strawberry Fields Backstage Berry show are not right necessarily.
But the truth is, a lot of people, and there's a lot of new queens in town, and I just thought, well, why not just like do a show kind of about like my baby boom experience and maybe some advice. Like I say yes and to everything, and if I could give any advice to anybody, not just in drag but performing, if you're trying a new thing, just say yes. Find the great leveler and just enjoy the moment and find somewhere where you can connect with people, because I think nowadays, because we're so trapped in our phones, people don't connect. So, and even if I'm on stage and you're in the audience, if we can find moments to connect, I think that's the ultimate goal.
And satisfaction.
Yeah.
It's very satisfying because people don't realize that this is a labor of love, this kind of work. And and you're actually really honest, genuinely doing it for them, because people don't understand like the kind of the level of, especially with what you do, the level of what you do. It's a lot of hard work. It's amazing to me. I'm always envious.
Don't be, girl. You got it.
In a positive way, like, because we need positive envy, because it's queens like you that make us want to be like. You are just the most professional theatrical like queen I have ever seen ever, and
it's queens like you who make me want to be prettier and put some effort into my drag.
Well, girl, you need to stop that. Because,
I know,
because I am sitting here and I can see, and I was like, Sutton's a beautiful effing queen.
Aww.
And we
compliment me more.
We recently had a little conversation. There was a mini thread on Facebook about your signature hair.
Really?
And your hair, I remember you're like, stop coming for me for my short hair.
Yeah.
And I'm like, girl, that is your look, and you make it look gorgeous. And I love that you have branched out and done different looks, but this is my Sutton.
Right.
I love it.
Find your root and then branch out.
Your signature.
Yeah.
Well, here, this is the thing. You started off at So You Think You Drag, which is a great inspiration for me. You do the Broadway Mondays. Now you have your own show. We are just so excited to have you as our New York representative. You and people like Paige Turner, Jackie Cox. Mm-hmm. That trifecta for me in the city is that. You three were the queens that I was introduced to the drag world when I started.
I'm so sorry.
No, please, I love it. I know, sorry, oops, but you're so amazing.
Thank you.
It's such great entertainment. It's amazing entertainment.
Or as I like to call it, entertainment.
Entertainment.
Let me entertain you.
Now, when are you doing this show again for us?
I believe it's going to be September 29th here at the Laurie Beechman Theatre. It's September 29th. I don't remember if it's a 7 p.m. show or a 10 p.m. show, but you can go to spincyclenyc.com or follow me on Instagram at Sutton Lee Seymour, Twitter at the Sutton Lee, or on Facebook, Sutton Lee Seymour, or Grubhub at God. Feed Me Seymour.
Feed Me Seymour! Built-in branding. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank
you so much for your amazing talent and entertainment.
I love you.
And I love you too. And girl, listen people, I'm telling you right now, when this one is a megastar, remember, she was here at Backstage Berry with me. I was touching her. Superstar! Thank you again. Love you so much.
I love you too.
Thank you. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you again at WERRRK.com and Backstage Berry very soon.
Very soon.
Very soon. Yeah, she got it.
Adios.